everybody, welcome to the Comic Game and Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about this news that's kind of been up in the air. It's kind of been percolating, as I would call it, percolating. So, there's a book about to come out called The MC. It's about the MCU and how it took over Hollywood. Like, literally. It's not a Marvel-made book. It's not a book made by, Disney. It's a book about the MCU and how it took over Hollywood. So, that's about to come out. And apparently, somewhere in this book, in an interview, it was hinted that Secret Wars will serve as a soft reboot. Now, to me, I'm conflicted about that. Because to me, soft reboot means a lot of things. I have seen soft reboots that have basically barely, it still was the same, it still took place in the same world. All these things still happen. It just focuses on a different character. I've seen soft reboots where it's focusing on the son of the character from the old show. So now it's not the same show, it's a soft reboot. I've seen soft reboots like for instance, the Men in Black movie, the failure of a Men in Black movie. That's a soft reboot. But the events of the other Men in Black movies technically still happened. But this is about different characters. I see soft reboots like that. Soft reboot to me, if what Feige is gonna do, and what the MCU is going to do, and Disney and them, if they're going to do something along the lines of, they're going to cut the fat, they're going to get rid of the all multiverse thing. Multiverse thing is done. They're going to get rid of the timey-wimey shit. They're going to get rid of, like aliens and stuff they're going to still be a thing, but they're going to be kind of away. Earth is going to be Earth. Space is going to be space. They're going to what's the word I'm looking for? They're going to shit, I'm trying to look for the word. They're going to redo the balance of power. The balance of power will be shifted and things. A new will be made. You know what I mean? A new will be made. A new reality, a new normal will come out of it. And things will be on a different... things will be so different that it may as well be a soft reboot. Now, if that's what they mean, things will be so different than before, before the events of Secret Wars, that it'll essentially be a soft reboot. Cool. I'm cool with that. That's fine. That's fine. If things are going to be so different that essentially it'll be a soft reboot, you'll have a new fucking Black Panther maybe, Sam Wilson will be officially, officially Captain America, things like that nature. The Thunderbolts are a government officials team. Things are so different on Earth and so different in space. A new Guardians, an entirely new Guardians team. Things are so different that it may as well be a soft reboot. Cool. I'm cool with that. But if they mean that they're going to essentially bring back every character who died, they're going to bring every character who died, they're going to redo every story, it's a legit soft reboot. Steve Rogers will be back, Tony Stark will be back, Spider-Man will be reintegrated into the whole thing, none of those events of those movies happened. If they mean that essentially nothing that in the last decade of MCU storytelling happened, it's a brand new, it's a reboot, it's brand new, none of that shit happened, none of that prior stuff happened, it's a completely new world, we're gonna have Ultron back, we're gonna have all these characters we're gonna have a new Age of Ultron, we're gonna tell these stories that we've already told over again, we're gonna tell a different version of the Infinity Saga, of Infinity Gauntlet, it's a completely just hit the reset button. Now if that's what they're doing, I am out. I'm out. I'm not watching that shit, okay, cause I'm well, this isn't the MCU anymore. This is some other shit. I'm okay, but, at that point, I might hop on with the DCEU. Because at least that's starting fresh. But I just don't get why people are talking like the MCU is the DCEU. The way people are talking about rebooting and all this other shit. Don't get me wrong. The MCU ain't perfect. But it's not the DCEU. It's not it needs to be rebooted because it's too, people are just talking about this being too much, not it being too bad. The DCU was so bad it had to be rebooted. But people are talking about the MCU like this shit. I'm why? You just got the X-Men, you just got the Fantastic Four, you just introduced the new Black Panther, you just introduced the new Captain America, you got the Thunderbolts coming. You just had Shang-Chi, so that's another franchise. You just had, I'm just in my brain reckoning. I'm why? Why would you want to reboot? Like I say, you just introduced a new Black Panther, you just introduced a new Captain America, you got the Thunderbolts coming, you got the Fantastic Four coming, you got the X-Men coming. Spider-Man, Tom Holland's already confirmed they're talking about doing more Spider-Man movies. Like, I'm like, there's no need to reboot the MCU. You just need to refocus it. Now, like I say, if what they mean is they're just gonna reshuffle things and things are gonna be, it's gonna be a new normal, things are gonna be so different from what it was before that it's kind of a soft reboot, then I'm cool with that. That's fine. But if what they mean is they're gonna completely hit the restart button, all these characters, they're gonna recast Iron Man, they're gonna recast Captain America, they're gonna recast Black Widow, all that shit. They're gonna do all of that and like we're gonna just hit the start over button? Nah, man, I'm not with that, bro. Like at that point, like I said, I might as well just go over to the DCU because at least I'm optimistic because at least I'm like, well, shit, I know, like, hey, if I'm starting over anyway, because by the time they do this, the DCU would have already started. And I'm like, well, shit. And if they had, at least I know this guy over here. At least I know what they're doing over there. Like I say, I'm not bullshitting. Like if they're hitting the whole reset button, I might be out with Marvel. Like legit. And don't get me wrong. I've always thought that at a certain point they would have to technically reset. At a certain point, they would exhaust all storytelling possibilities that you could do in this sandbox of the MCU at a certain point. But it ain't reached that point yet to me. It ain't reached that point yet to me. The only reason people are bitching is because of the quality of the shows. But if every show and movie that the MCU is pumping out was a 9 out of 10, you wouldn't hear a soul talking about any rebooting. Or you wouldn't even hear the word reboot. But it's because of the quality of things. I'm like, dude, you could get the quality together. You could reshift that, but you don't gotta fucking reboot the MCU. Goddamn, calm down. That's a little much. But anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think they should reboot the MCU? Or are you like me where it's like, I just think you guys need to just refocus and just do better. But you don't gotta reboot the whole goddamn thing, man. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Congress Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.